Hi there. It's Catherine, and I am coming to you. I have been, so let me say this. I've been deciding on whether to tell you what's going on and be totally honest or hide out. Have you ever felt like that? There's some part of me that just wants to curl up and hide out, but I am not going to do that. I am going to share my story of this week with you. So, you guys all know, or I think you know, that we've been prepping for a big event in October. And it's a bit of a shift. It's actually a 180-degree shift in what we've done before. We've done a lot of, um, bringing in experts, which we're doing in October, from all over the world, which we're doing in October. But what we've recently, I had a big aha where, I'm a professor. You've heard me say this. I'll say it again. I'm a professor. I actually love to give information. That's the thing that I love to do the most. And so um, this particular event, and there's information, so be sure to go check it out because the early bird ends tonight or tomorrow. I can't remember where we set it up. I think it might be tonight. But there's an early bird special. So it is going to be the voice of you, for everyone who shows up. I've been working so hard at designing it and working with experts and have coaches that are working with me and our own team. And we have some of the top speakers from all over the world. Dr. Roxon is our keynote speaker from Stanford Medical Center. We have Dr. Raprich, who really was the originator of the liposuction surgery. He's the one who started to do it for lipedema from Germany. Um, Dr. Forner Cordora from Spain. She's done the most research and amazing around lipedema and more, and many more. So we have all of that. And as I said, I get into this edge of wanting to hide out, wanting to move forward, doing all of this stuff. So I signed up for a course myself. I'm constantly looking for answers and constantly learning. And one of our speakers is this amazing woman, Nina Manelson, whose work is around, she calls it body peace, is coming to peace with your body. Many of us, after lifetimes of struggle. So I have been involved in a very small, intimate, high level group with her. And first of all, I love being in her group. And I've actually, I work so much within our community. I work with myself. I myself have done meditation practice and other practices. This is a very long lead in. Let me get to the bottom line. Thursday, we had a group and we were talking about nurturing. What does nurturing feel like with food? And I've been restrictive. I'm just coming off of a 90-day elimination diet of strict carnivore, which was absolutely fabulous. I have nothing but high things to say about it. I don't know how it got in my mind, but it got in my mind. I hadn't had any chocolate. I cannot remember how long, at least 6 years, but more like 36 years that I've actually had. I mean, I can be up and down, I can eat too much, I can, struggle with all of that, but all of that process is within certain boundaries. Susan Pierce Thompson, who runs Bright Line Eating, which is based on Overeaters Anonymous, and my background is Overeaters Anonymous, there are certain lines you just don't cross. No flour, no sugar, um, you know, no certain, no rice, no pasta, no yada, yada, yada. There's all these no's. So somehow I got it in my mind that I should try some chocolate, that I should see what that would be like, and that not having it and not having it for literally, half my life was restrictive. Now, whether that was true or not, I'll tell you what happened. That's why Gail, when she was doing her live show the other night, she says, Catherine is under the weather, but don't send her chocolate. So I was ordering stuff from Costco, and they had these Lindt bars. I know Lindt is a good chocolate, 70%, and keto is high percent dark chocolate. Well, it turns out the high percent is 85 or above, but I didn't know that at the time. So I ordered it, and I thought I'd have one little square. Now, picture this. I haven't had chocolate in most of 36 years. And the idea that I was going to keep myself to one little square, I mean, it was like a normal chocolate bar. One tiny little square was a little unrealistic. So, needless to say, I ate the bar. I didn't eat it all at once, a little bit at a time. I let each little square melt. I have to say, I was like, oh, this is so nurturing. Oh, this is so nourishing. Oh, this is so good. And then over the course of, some additional hours, I had a second bar. And then I went to bed. And then I just want you to know I'm okay, that I am better. But there I am in the middle of the night after having had chocolate in excruciating pain. I'm not saying a little bit of pain. I'm talking about cramps. I'm talking about joint throbbing, throbbing, throbbing. I'm talking about a feeling that my body was in total contraction. And I'm like, what the F is going on? And then I think to myself, oh my God, I say it all the time. It's the inflammation. After sensitizing and literally being keto for more years than I can even count, even though I still struggle with my weight, my choices are clean. Well, to say, did I get through the night? Barely, because by the morning, I had the worst migraine headache than I've had in my entire life. So, any support you can offer at this point, if you want to send me a couple of hearts, send me any encouragement. I am more than appreciative because, oh my God, thank you. Thank you, whoever just sent me the heart. I needed just a little encouragement because I was so sick. I had to just keep breathing in the moment. I had one of those nauseous migraines where it felt like if I even moved, the only thing I could liken it to is it felt like I had a hangover. And I guess in some ways it was a hangover. Um, and I wish I could say it went away quickly. It didn't. So this was Thursday, and this morning my voice is still off. I'm very stuffy. The headache, thank God, by yesterday it was going away. And I said to myself, I actually there was another thing with the group with Nina. She's one of our speakers. You do not want to miss her. You do not want to miss her. She is phenomenal. Anyway, I brought up what happened Friday in a group on, again, body acceptance and body peace. And, you know, we both agreed my body was talking. It was talking so loud. There was no way to escape this one. There was no way that I can ever think that certain things are okay for this body. And I have to say that, there were moments on top of everything else. I had a coaching session with about the October events. There's some experts that have been helping me put together some of what they call choreographies. What they are is, different ways to support you, is what it comes down to. Support you as our audience, as our participants, as our attendees, those of you who are coming. It's going to be phenomenal. So I just, I emailed them and I said, I have a migraine headache. I'm not missing this, but I'm, basically in bed and I can't move. I can't even lift my head. So, so anyway, we got through all of that and I slept. Friday was Friday. Yeah, I slept Friday to Saturday, 12 hours. Oh my God. So, what is my takeaway from this? My takeaway is chocolate has sugar and caffeine, neither of which I do. This body doesn't do caffeine. I do mostly decaf tea. I don't drink coffee. I don't usually have anything. I've had cacao, raw cacao I use, which is okay and which is keto. But that's not what this was. This was chocolate. And even though I rationalized it because it was 70%, it doesn't get to be in the keto range until it goes to 85%. Learned that lesson. Not that I'm going to do it again, none too soon. But first of all, the thing that has come present for me the most has been a sense of self compassion. Being self compassionate is the work that I've been involved in for as long as I can remember. And mostly because I am harder on myself than I am on anybody or anything on the planet. There's this internalization of, this. You should do this, you should do that. You're not doing this, you're not doing that. I, I'm thinking some of you may be familiar with this. Well, I have found myself infinitely more gentle, more understanding, more kind to myself, which is why I'm sharing this. As I said at the beginning, I was on the edge. Should I hide? Should I not hide? Should I cancel my reflections today? And instead, I'm a little bit late. I apologize for that. But I I found myself just opening my heart and saying, boy, wow, what a ride. What a few days of, oh my God, of being receptive, to listening, to understanding what I have put this body through for 73 years and coming out the other side of that and just saying, thank you for letting me know that that wasn't a good choice. Thank you for letting me know that you do not like that. That's not a good choice. So let's go back to healthier choices. And now there's this wonderful poem that I refer to a lot to myself and when I'm teaching, especially about these issues, that I picked up somewhere in the 12 steps. It's called Autobiography in 5 chapters. And the first chapter is I walk down the street, there's a big hole in the middle of the street. I don't see it. I somehow um, fall in, takes me a long time to get out. I get out, I dust myself off, I go on my way. I forgive myself, it's not my fault. Second chapter. I walk down the street, there's a big hole. I have this vague recollection, but I don't really remember, and I end up in the hole again. And I get myself out a little quicker this time. And because I had this vague recollection, I didn't really hear. Still, none of this is my fault. Ever is it my fault? But I had this inkling. And part of my learning is I have to trust myself more. Third chapter. I walk down the street. There's a hole in the middle of the street. I remember it's there, but somehow I fall in yet again. This time I had awareness and I fell in anyway. I get out much quicker. I go on my way, and this time it's been a lesson well learned. Fourth chapter. I walk down the street. There's a hole in the middle of the street. I walk around the hole, and I'm feeling mighty fine. Fifth chapter. I walk down a different street. And I have to say that that has been very much my experience in my life with many, many things. And one of the things is my encounter with 70% chocolate. Wasn't about the chocolate. It's never about the food. It's about what is it that I was trying to understand. Number one, I was trying to nourish myself. Number two, I was trying to see if something that I haven't had any interaction with in years would be good or bad. I got all my answers. If I do it again, that's another story. But for now, it's a tale of gentleness and self compassion. And oh my God, I still need another day or two to get back to normal. But in the meantime, thank you for showing up. Thank you for sharing in this Sunday morning with me, Sunday, my morning, wherever you are. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. I'm so glad that you stopped by. And let me say again that our event is going to be spectacular. The early bird special, I think it's over either tonight or tomorrow night. It's on. There's a link. Make sure that you sign up. If you're going to sign up, do it now so that you get the early bird special. What else? I want to just say, have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful week. And thanks for joining me on the ride. Bye bye.